Now the third step is writing compelling content that creates more value in what you offer. Now, everybody, this is the last thing that they do. They put a website together and then they go, oh, I need to write content. And then their website sits there in what's called a test environment for months. And then they kind of scramble their content together and give it to the web designer developer to upload. That is not what you do. Your message is critical to your business. It's what's going to make you different. It's what's going to give you value. So this is a starting point, guys. This is not the end point. This is a starting point. It's not just about having some pretty pictures on the internet. It's about having good, compelling content. Now, the industry term is called copywriting. The word means copying writing. So you basically copy the proven, tested models that have worked out there. And so copywriting, and it's needed to deliver the delivery of your message. And it's a very critical thing. So copywriting literally comes from copying writing, copying what works to deliver your content. Now, one of the myths is we don't want much content because people won't read it. Now, it's true in some cases. You know, some people won't read it, but there are ways around it. For example, headlines will be the thing that they read, or subheadlines, but then they click in for more detail. So some people, the way people read content is very sporadic. You've got to have very bite-sized, chunky bits of information on the forefront, but then being able to go into detail if they want to. It's called scannability. So yes, it's true, but at the same time, people need a bit more meat on the bone if they want to go deeper. So that is a bit of a myth. But saying that, good copy is short, sharp, and to the point. No fluff. Compelling messages that really explain what you do. We're not talking about whole stories here. We're talking about saying it on one line. And good website content is bang to the point. But then if they do want detail, they can go deeper. So having that compelling copy. A lot of dot point copy is being used, especially for service providers, where people can see, you know, dot points of various features and benefits. A conversational style is important as well. So if you are writing the longer copy for certain sections, people like to read like people speak. So coming up with a conversational style is really important. Using you'll, some stuff that isn't grammatically correct. So you will discover, you know, you notice that on my landing page, you will discover, talking in you aspect. Conversation works, people engage in conversation, and it's really important to write and even if you do a website, speak conversationally rather than the, you know, the stereotypical voices that can be heard and the kind of boring informative style that can be used today. Another thing as well, everyone's got an About Us page, but that's, you know, it's like, what's the point of that, you know? Who cares about you, really? Like, it's about them, it's about your target market. So they want to know, why should I choose you? You know, what's going to be the benefits of working with a company like you? So one of the models I like to use for content is the 7 reasons why, and actually numbering them, and that's a copywriting model that we do use. We actually have a copywriting guide we've been putting together that can help you with some of these aspects. And there are ways of wording this content to make it compelling and interesting for people. So why choose us? You might have seen that around the place. And our features and benefits, you know. Everyone has features on their websites. Very, very little people focus on the benefits. And the benefits is what they get from the features. So if you're selling a, I'm just trying to think of an example, some kind of tree removal service. Maybe, you know, one of the features is the safety around that. So that there's not going to be any problems with the house after. Or if you're selling some kind of coffee machine, you know, it's you know, one button press and make a coffee in under a minute, you know. These are the feature and the benefit, and the good question to ask yourself with features is, so what? So when I'm writing this content, and spell it out, be specific, spell out what they get from this, because people buy benefits, they don't buy features. Features bore them, benefits is how is this thing going to help them, and that's why people spend money on products and services.